can some men literally, like, just straight up lie?
I cannot be the only one that is not feeling dating.
No, because let's actually talk about it, because it's not just Illinois. The dating scene is trash anywhere you go.
I'm already sick of dating, and it's literally...
The times for romance are gone. Modern women as a group has killed that spark in men.
Why is dating so hard?
I feel like social media fucks up a lot of dating nowadays.
You know what's the best dating app right now? But the one that's killing it right now is TikTok.
Men are supposed to provide you with whatever it is you need.
Men aren't supposed to do anything. Providing comes with authority. Modern women hates that. Kindly subscribe to the channel, as it is our sole form of support. Thank you.
Anyone moving to New York, or anyone who has any interest in the dating scene of New York City, people always ask, like, oh, how's the dating scene in New York? You think it's gonna be good? It's so many people, right? Well, quantity does not equal quality, folks. The big thing you gotta... Whoa! Oh gosh. I want everyone to please set their expectations low for coming here. If you move here single, the likelihood that you're gonna leave in a relationship, like, honey, don't waste your breath. The problem with having so many people is that everyone thinks that they have a choice. And so then no one wants to actually commit because they think that they could always do better. All these beautiful women are just like, where are all the hot guys? So the average guys are getting away with being average. And they break all of our hearts anyway.
It's not until you get to the age that they're at that you realize what a gap it is. Some people will argue that, you know, you're an adult, you know what you're doing, you can make your own decisions. But I didn't have enough life experience to know better. And now that I am like the age that a couple of the guys that I dated, I find it a little disturbing. I think because I question the mental maturity, like where was he at that he was able to, it's not just you tolerate someone that's younger, that you actually connect with someone that's that young.
I am so fed up with this new generation of men. They literally don't want to get you no flowers. They don't want to take you on no dates. All they want to do is ask you what you doing all day long and tell you lies. Like, I'm over it.
They don't take modern women on dates anymore because all they're looking for is a sponsor. And if men aren't taking women out on dates anymore, it's likely because they've been burned in the past. Women want everything without having to prove they're worth it. For a man, dating a woman is like an investment. Why would he go out of his way to do all of these things when he's not sure of who you really are and your intentions? And we've seen it multiple times when a man treats a woman right. She usually gets bored of you and go with the players, basically drawing away from you. These women complain about the guy that they want not taking them on dates, not the good guys.
I would just like to make one thing clear. Men do not suck. Women do not suck. Dating just sucks. Period. End of sentence. Thank you.
I'm already sick of dating, and it's literally been a week and a half. A week and a half I've been back in the dating game, and I hate it. Because the worst part about dating, right, which I completely forgot, is the constant rejection. Like messaging people, they don't reply, or talking to someone for a bit and thinking you're getting somewhere and then it falls to shit. Like the constant being excited and then being let down all the time. That's definitely the worst part, and it's something I need to get used to again. It's just, it's the worst. I hate it. I just want a husband.
My problem is that I hate men, you know? But like, I love men, but like I hate men. But like I love men.
No one wants to date me. No one wants to date me. It's official. I've come to an age where I'm undesirable. No one wants me. And here's the thing. At first I was sad and woe is me. No one wants to date me. No one wants to be with me. But I'm unwanted. I'm undesirable. And then I thought to myself, wait, this is a superpower. Because I'm undesirable, because no one wants to date me and be with me, I don't give a fuck. I don't have to please anyone. I don't have to act a certain way. I don't have to be a certain person. I can just be me, say anything to them, within reason. I'm not going to be rude, of course. I'm going to be kind. But I don't have to try to impress anyone. It's kind of freeing. Woohoo! Single unwanted girl.
This is the kind of false hope they feed themselves so they can feel better. They have the strength and courage to say this now, but later on, everything changes. A woman can't be alone for too long. It starts getting lonelier and lonelier as they get older. The coping always amazes me. It's not a superpower, lady. You're undesirable because you missed your opportunity at a relationship. What were you doing when you were younger?
This is a question for the men. I just want to know, like, how can some men literally, like, just straight up lie, like, just straight up completely lie and make you think that you're the only person and you're the only one, and that they're crazy about you and that you're literally perfect, only to get played, only to find out that they're just with everybody else. You're not the only one.
The old school date and attraction is gone. I'm old school, but women do this 24/7. How can some women do the same? I am on a massive healing journey because of her. It goes both ways. Well, the good guys get told we belong in the friend zone. We have learned this from a majority of women. There really isn't any answer that will ever validate that behavior. But again, that's something that's happening to both men and women right now. Matter of fact, some men are actually wondering, how can some women do the same thing and think it's okay? Right now, we're living in a world of hurt in the dating market, and women are doing it way worse than men now, considering the fact that they're dating multiple people at the same time. But that kind of behavior don't apply to all men. Some of them want to actually get in real relationships. They just don't know who to trust anymore because the dating scene is just crazy.
Bestie, men aren't supposed to be your leaders, they're supposed to be your soldiers. Men are supposed to provide you with whatever it is you need. Provision, protection, whatever. And in exchange for that provision and protection, he gets to bask in the glory of your light. He also gets his genetic line forwarded into the future. Biologically speaking, women do the most important job for the human race, and men provide what she needs to get that done, whether that's food or shelter or protection or little swimmers. The more you start to embrace and mirror nature, the happier you're going to be. Patriarchal structure is exactly contrary to nature. We were conquered. So take the power back.
It's official. There are no more actual real good men in the city of Toronto. I'm actually thinking in the entire world, because I just got bamboozled by a Christian man. So I've dated people, you know, from the streets, worldly men, whatever men. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to try dating and talking to Christian men because I was raised Christian. I'm Christian. It is what it is. Y'all, I just got played by a Christian man. At this point, I might as well start dating a damn dog. They're looking more loyal.
A good man is like a designer bag. They don't stay on the market for long. The women who can recognize and appreciate them early in life are the fortunate ones, securing something rare and valuable. Just like a designer bag, a good man brings quality, reliability, and a sense of security that enhances your life. But much like with those coveted items, if you hesitate too long, someone else will snatch him up, and you'll be left wondering what could have been. Recognizing the worth of a good man early on isn't just about luck. It's about understanding the difference between what's trendy and what truly stands the test of time. Those who see the value in genuine character and commitment are the ones who end up with something truly priceless.
Like, I can make my own money, and I can pay my own bills, and I can raise my own kids, I can buy myself flowers, you know, I can pleasure myself and hit the spot every single freaking time. So, like, I just want to know what men mean when they say what he brings to the table. Like, well, what do you bring to the table? What are you doing for me? How are you making my life better?
All men want is peace, love, and support. They essentially want to be loved for who they are rather than what they can provide. And here's the problem. All of the things that you just listed that you don't need from a man that you can do yourself, they're all things that are outside of just loving him for who he is as a person, right? You're talking about all things that he would physically provide to you. He doesn't want those things to be the sole reason why you're in a relationship with him. And so he doesn't expect those items to be provided by you. He cares about what you can provide emotionally. Are you going to be his peace? Are you going to provide him love? Are you going to mentally, emotionally support him?
I must go to America to protect her.
If women are happy to do things for themselves, happy for you. Most men want love and give love, support, and be supported. At this point, this woman should date herself. But I'm still confused on how she said she can raise kids by herself when she needs a man to help bring that baby to life. She definitely will be part of that statistic in 2030, where 45% of women will be single and alone with cats. These women are so upset at men, and yet they can't stop talking about them. It's really an obsession at this point. And the simple truth is, most women treat the relationship like it's a transaction. What kind of man would be attracted to be with someone like that?
I know what some of you may be thinking. Evie, why are you posting this on your friends only? Well, because I think it relates to some of you too, because I know you do it as well. But I just want to put this out there. Don't date people on your followers lists. They're just gonna break your heart.
Last time I was single, I was 24 and the dating pool was everyone. And now it's like a shallow puddle of age-appropriate men who are old and gross, and I don't want to do that.
I'm not gonna lie, the dating scene in Chicago is really hard. I think a lot of city boys think they can get away with playing the field rather than trying to step up and be a man. As women, we're always trying to look at new makeup trends, look at new hair, trying to improve ourselves every day at the gym, and like men aren't stepping up to that caliber. You're always dealing with city boys who want you for a short-term relationship. They just don't respect you. You can see it all over their face. You can see it through their actions. We need to step up our standards as women in Chicago and really start being like, I expect you to pay on the first date. I expect you to book a time and place for me on the first date. I expect these things. And the men will learn. Women can set that standard. Stop going for the boys that don't respect you and only want you for one thing. If you're dating in Chicago, I love you. Good luck.
Nah, because you can do all these things for a woman and still get ghosted, friend-zoned, just because another guy looks better than you. Women care about looks more than anything. Change my mind. Every time I show respect, be a gentleman, I get ghosted. Did all the work, paid for everything, traveled to her, planned everything for 3 dates and got told we can be friends. I just stopped dating in general. I rather focus on myself. I'm tired of going on multiple dates that ends up leading to absolutely nothing, because it's a proven fact that 90% of women in the dating world have a roster. Men got sick of being an option. Are you f***ing kidding? City girls do the exact goddamn same thing. They play the f***ing field. They have a f***ing roster. F***ing hypocrisy, man. Well, the biggest reason dating isn't anything as normal anymore is because of social media. Everyone can be replaced at the tap of a button, and the cycle repeats itself over and over again. And talking about first dates, women love setting expectations, but has an issue when the man does it. Women just make up rules for the guys they friend-zoned and breaks that same exact rule for the guy that they want. A man that's dating today must be very careful, because these women have multiple, and I mean multiple, partners. Do not be another man on that roster.
You know what's the best dating app right now? And I know because I've been dating for too long, done too many apps, but the one that's killing it right now is TikTok. If you were to take a selfie or a video of like something that you like, or you're doing something or whatever, like TikTok will place you in that category. And I have found my boyfriend on TikTok, so give it a try, see what happens.
The first reason you shouldn't chase after women is that it actually reinforces to her that she is better than you. Number two is piggybacking right off number one, where if she thinks she's better than you from you chasing, she will want better than you. To number three, which is you're giving her a firm base to go out there and catch the other swinging around. What do I mean by that? I mean that, okay, I know this guy likes me and he makes me feel like really good. So let me keep him around making me feel good while I check out all these other guys out here.
If you treat her like a princess, she'll treat you like a fan. The only thing you should be chasing are your goals and dreams. Instead of putting that much energy into chasing women, chase your passion. Remember, you will always lose money chasing women, but you will never lose women chasing money.
Modern dating rules have made it very difficult for women. Most women want relationships, and nowadays relationships are harder to come by. Why? Because men are able to sleep with women without needing to commit to them. Hookup culture. Because of social media, quality men have more access to more women. No, competition isn't just in your city. It's all over the world. And because of this, quality men are not willing to settle down. Women are finding themselves single, having to compete and show their worthiness in ways we've never had to do it. Now, women have to step up, or not, if they want to stay single, to find a quality man.
Us good men not looking to date here or especially get married here in the USA. Not worth it, so we stay single and in peace. You are absolutely correct. We are looking for high-value women, and that's like finding a unicorn. Note, women don't get to define high-value women. We do that. You wouldn't get on a plane if it had 50% chance of crashing. So why get married if 50% of marriages fail and you lose everything? Women's definition of a quality man is what makes relationships difficult to find for them. 90+% of women only go for the top 5 to 10% of men. Then are ran through, played, and blame all men. Most receive little to no attention from women. Unfortunately, it's not modern dating rules. The promiscuous woman has always been worthless, but today she's glorified. Most women want a savior and someone to pay their bills. Hookup culture wouldn't be a thing if some of these women knew how to keep their legs closed. If they were traditional women, they wouldn't be out here giving out the cat. The bottom line is, women are creating, and have created, their own demise. This is just the result, and it's bringing them pain.
Here's why I think dating is so difficult these days. We are the first generation that is technically advanced. Our parents did not have online dating, the internet, social norms that were so beyond acceptable, being in your 40s and single and saying no children and all of that. This is so new for all of us that there are rules none of us even fucking know how to abide by. Our parents also came from a generation where the norm was to get married young. You didn't really have to explore somebody and try to figure out. You didn't have the options as readily as available. You just married who was in your proximity. That's why divorces started happening so rapidly when we were kids, and now we're at a time where it's just almost the norm versus the exception. We're also the first generation that therapy and attachment styles and healing your inner child is so widely talked about because we have the internet. So that gives people even more time to say, I need to heal my shit before I get into something and turn up to be like my parents. Not to mention our parents could get married and have 6 kids in a 1-income home where we can't even afford to fucking rent an apartment for ourselves.
I agree.
Dating me is hard. The moment you stop giving me attention, I'm already single.
Single girls in our 20s, of course we think he likes us if he watches our story. We're single girls in our 20s, of course we're going to delete and re-download Hinge every week. We're single girls in our 20s, of course we're going to get ghosted. Single girls in our 20s, of course we say we want a boyfriend but never go on any dates. Single girls in our 20s, of course I have a new soulmate every week.
You want to know why dating is so hard?
It's because when you meet someone, say on a dating app or in public or whatever, they don't know how to plan a date. Like if I have to hear, you let me know, or let's do something sometime, or yeah, I'd love to hang out. No, bro, when? Because I got to put you in my GCal, okay? And I think this is why I get annoyed when men are like, women are so masculine. You just asked me where we're going on our first date. And you want me to act feminine? You just acted feminine. I would love to fall into my femininity. Trust me, okay? I want to act like I don't know how to use the GPS. In fact, I don't even know how to drive, okay? But if you're not in your masculinity, a woman is not going to fall into her femininity. Can you guys try a little harder, please?
I do agree that if you plan a date, then you should follow it through. It's just common courtesy. But generally speaking, once women understand it's not a competition and more about finding a partner, someone you can be yourself with, the world will be a better place.
Casual dating and hookup culture, listen up to make sure that you don't make these mistakes. You don't want to pressure anyone into anything they're not comfortable with, so respect your partner's boundaries. Don't make any assumptions that your partner wants the same things as you. Make sure you're always communicating. Don't ghost them. Even if it is casual, it's still important to be respectful. And of course, do not use the concept of casual dating or hookup culture to avoid dealing with your actual emotions. It's important to be aware of your needs, both physically and emotionally.
Here are 5 ground rules you should set for casual dating. Casual dating is great if that's what you're looking for, but it can also bring up a lot of unwanted emotions that can be hard to deal with. So here are some ground rules you should set for yourself before you get into anything too casual. Number 1, ask yourself if you can even handle anything with no strings attached. Number 2, be honest with yourself and them about what you really want out of this. Number 3, don't lie about being intimate with anyone else. Meaning, just for the safety of both of you, you have a right to know if they're sleeping with anybody, and they have a right to know if you're sleeping with anybody else. Number 4, don't forget to put yourself first. And number 5, enjoy it and have fun while it lasts.
This is honestly disgusting. How about we don't create ground rules for casual dating and just create rules for people who are dating with intentions? Casual dating is just the first step to create broken and emotionally damaged people. It's also the first step to hookup culture. Nothing good comes out of it but pain and trauma.
So no one ever talks about being 30 and single. I feel like with me, I think it's harder for me to date now because, you know, I don't want to waste my time with somebody who's not gonna put in the same effort that I'm gonna put in. So it's becoming a little bit more hard for me to go out on date. I mean, I don't want to be single my whole life, but you know, I just struggle with it because a lot of the people nowadays, either male and females, you know, they're not always on the same page as you, and some of them, they just you know, they just want to mess around even though they're already old enough, and you know, they don't want to settle. And it's like I think I'm just gonna stay single forever then. Because for myself, I am 30, single, never had kids, never been married, and I don't know if it's how long that's gonna stay. Because deep down, I do want to date somebody, you know, I do want to be, you know, I want to have that opportunity, you know, and date someone and, you know, just give love an opportunity. But at the same time, I'm scared. I want to, and at the same time, I don't. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to stay I don't want to stay single forever either. But it's just hard. It's complicated. The older you get, you set more boundaries. You are more selective in who you want to spend your time with. I don't know. I mean, I know I'm not the only one. I know there's people out there, you know, that they probably have similar mentality as mine. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I just wanted to talk on the camera, I guess. I don't know if I made any sense, but the point is, dating in your 30s is hard. That's it.
This isn't just something women are dealing with. Good men are facing it too. Dating is getting harder, And it's sad because people who really want to find a partner might end up feeling lonely. As more focus is placed on shallow connections, those seeking real relationships could feel left out and isolated. The rise of casual hookups, encounters, and a lack of commitment is making it tougher for those who crave something meaningful, leaving them feeling more disconnected in a world that's supposed to be more connected than ever. And oh, isn't it shocking, surprising, that even in our modern society, dating remains such a struggle? Well, that's because back then, people actually valued each other at a higher level than we are today. We didn't just get on our phones and swipe to the next when a relationship didn't work out. It just seems like social media, a tool that's meant to help us, is actually hurting our dating life. Or maybe it's just revealing the true colors of some people.
I thought you'd never ask.
Confidence in self, so my subservitude is willing and beautiful.
Nurturing your mind, your physical body, nurturing your emotions, love for self first, so that love for you is always constant.
All I gotta say, if you are dating a man in his 40s and he is divorced, the 3-month rule does not apply. You need a 6-month rule. For them, it's really around the 6-month mark that the mask falls off. That's when you see some crazy shit. Because let me tell you something, do not be fooled. They are the most immature men I have dated. By immature, I mean might all have had personality disorders. Also, if they played a sport, run. If they played any professional sport, run for your fucking life. Pray for us.
Another thing that I would make illegal if I became president for men to do in relationships, if you are in a relationship, you cannot follow Instagram models. Okay, so before you get into a relationship, you have to unfollow them if you were following them in the first place. And
you realize women are the ones posting those things. Let's make it illegal for women to have rosters and backup plans. Oh, but we're not ready for that conversation yet. Is it okay for a woman to be posting photos like that while she's in a relationship for other guys to look at? Because, I mean, that's the part of the problem. Women could just stop posting these photos. If we all, as ladies, wanted, men to stop looking at this stuff, just stop posting. But we're okay with it as long as it's not our man personally, right? Women are okay with it if they're subscribing to their, account, making them money. But it's only a problem when a woman's in a relationship and her man is looking. Why is it that men are always the ones expected to change, but women are just perfectly fine the way they are? Are we going to make it illegal for women to cheat too? Or no? Okay.
You notice it's always an attack on men, instead of holding women accountable for posting their bodies on social media. She'd rather attack the men for interacting with the content, but if women didn't post these images in the first place, there wouldn't be any interactions. It's a classic case of deflecting blame, shifting the focus from the behavior that sparks the issue to the reactions it provokes. What if we made it illegal for women to have side relationships, or illegal to be sexually permissive while dating? How about making it illegal to date multiple men at the same time while leading them on? These ideas highlight the double standards at play.
What side of TikTok are y'all on where people are meeting each other and starting relationships, getting married? Like, that's happening in real time. That's happening. Because when I scroll up and down my For You page, there are very, very few men that I have any attraction to. It's a very niche man, a niche content creator man on TikTok that I can rock with and actually find attractive. And there's one, I thought I was following him, but apparently I wasn't. But every time his videos came on my For You page, he just was so smart and just had really good takes. And I was just like, oh yeah, comment, because he's just on the nose. And then I happened to join one of his lives and now I get it. That's the rare 1% of man that I could be attracted to on TikTok. And it's so annoying.
Just remember that only men who are insecure or hollow in their masculinity want to be worshipped. So just keep that in mind when you're dating.
So I asked a couple friends to give me reasons why people should date me, and I made a whole PowerPoint presentation. I can cook. I can cook you anything you want. Example A, I made some spring noodles, or spring tacos, as people like to tell me. It was really good, actually. And then my friend said I am loving and caring. My heart is made of gold with little soft pillows around it. She said word for word, swear. My friend Alex actually told me this yesterday. I have a yacht. I don't know what that means. I don't know how I got there. Sorry. And my other friends didn't really answer. Those are the only reasons I got. But another friend told me I have no cons. Don't know how I got that either, but yeah. DM me if you're interested. Thank you.
As far as I can see, this woman is a walking green flag.
Actually, scientifically been proven that men fall in love through a hormone called vasopressin, and women fall in love through oxytocin. And oxytocin is released in a woman when we're having sexual intercourse or we're close with them, cuddling.
Very intimate.
Guess when vasopressin is released for men? When they're stressed. So essentially,
oh my God,
the more you stress your man out, the more he's gonna fall in love with you.
No wonder my man loves me so much.
Guys like it when you're mean to them more than when you're nice to them. Especially when you're starting to date someone and they're not fully interested in you yet. The worst thing you can literally do is like dote over them.
Fall at their feet.
A clear disconnect between the hormone and emotion. This is horrible advice. Men are problem solvers. Problem solving releases vasopressin, not constant stress with no solution. It's when you're able to go through problems together. It's not the stress itself. When women listen to other women regarding how men works, they're bound to suffer. A real man wants peace from a woman, not stress. It always amazes me how these advice are coming from single women. How about getting a man first? Then you can tell the world how he left you because you were stressing him out.
Instead of using dating apps, I put on a cute outfit, put on some nice perfume, and I'm going to the grocery store. I'm going to the grocery store, okay? And I'm gonna linger. I'm gonna linger in the aisles.
What do you want to be for Halloween? Yours? I would like to be yours.
Why is dating so hard?
I feel like social media fucks up a lot of dating nowadays because there's so many options. We're not supposed to see this many people in our lives.
Also, as well, society has made men think that they're the ones that are supposed to be chased. So a lot of guys nowadays think that they're the ones that are supposed to be taken out on dates, their toes sucked as a. Let me tell you, guys, it's time to man up. It's time to take control. You know, I think men are supposed to be the pursuers and women are supposed to be the pursued. Once a wise man said, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. I ain't heard shit about finding a husband finds a good thing, so there.
Sassy man apocalypse.
So you're looking for a traditional man?
Yeah, traditional for sure.
Somebody who's going to take care of you.
I think that's how it should. I think that's how women and men were made for each other. Like men were supposed to be the pursuers, women were supposed to be the pursued. That's
Men naturally chase what they want, and women naturally should be in their feminine energy. They don't chase. Men are supposed to go after what they want.
Society has told men that they're supposed to be the ones that are supposed to be. They want to be double texted. They want to be chased. They want to be pursued.
Go after them, and we don't.
And the energy should be reciprocated, but I think men should ultimately be the pursuers.
Yes,
at the end of the day.
I agree.
We've been initiating from the beginning of time, LOL. It's probably changed because we don't feel reciprocated energy. We don't feel all that wanted. Era of feminism. No more pursuance for ladies. Equality and fairness. No point. Pursue your desires. Chase your goals. Women know if they like you in the first 5 seconds. Mutual energy exists. Wait for it to happen to you, bros. The biggest mistake a man can make is to chase a woman. Love is no game. Chase success and it will reward you with a good woman. It's always blame everything on men, isn't it? They should really learn to add accountability to their vocabulary. She basically said she wants things to go back being easy for her. She wants her man to be traditional and for her to be non-traditional. The energy should be reciprocated. A man shouldn't be chasing anyone who isn't doing the same or showing any interest. One thing I do agree with, though, is social media played a part in killing dating.